Okay, hello people. I thought I would take a moment to make a video to show you what I have been doing today. My name is Ben Sansom and this is Introduction to Sharpening. So today I have been sharpening my kitchen knives. They got all dull, they stopped cutting so well, and so they need to be sharpened. And the thing that I've used to sharpen it with is a Japanese water stone. This is a Japanese water stone. Now they're called water stones because you soak them in water. So in fact, rather than one, I've used 4 Japanese water stones. Now you might ask, why is it necessary to use 4 stones to do one job? And the answer is you can sharpen with one stone, but it's a lot easier to sharpen with different grades of stones. So you start off with a coarse stone. Now each grade of stone has a number associated with it. In the Japanese system, this stone is about a 300 grade stone, which is really quite coarse, although because Japanese stones, they start off really quite fine compared to European stones. The first stone that you use will sharpen your knives to a point where actually most people would be quite happy with it, but I'm a perfectionist. So I start off with my 300 stone and I move on to the this 1000 grade stone. Now you might ask, why didn't I just start off on the 1000 grade stone if that's going to make the knife sharper? But the 300 grade stone removes metal really very quickly. So I can use the first stone to shape my blade, to shape the bevels, the edges of the blade, to the correct angle, and then I can move on to the progressively finer stones. This is a 4000 stone to make the edge particularly sharp. Now finally I moved on to my 8000 stone. I could go to a higher number, but in my opinion going past an 8000 stone is perhaps unnecessary. Okay, so once you get to an 8000 stone, I'll show you what results you get. So I'm going to take the knife I've just been sharpening. I'll position my camera so you can see what I'm doing. So now if you look at my arm here, my arm is looking a little bald today. Now that happens every time I sharpen my knife, and I'll show you why. So if I take my knife here, I started off on the 300 grade stone, and I worked my way up to the 8000 stone. By the time you get to about 4000, you can do this with it. You can shave with your kitchen knife. So here that's removing the hair quite happily. As you can see, there's a bunch of it there. So you could do this in your kitchen yourself. The Japanese stones, admittedly, are quite expensive. Now this set of 4 stones and the pad cost about £170, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, this pad's really important because it stops the stones moving around, which is a godsend. So, okay, you might not want to spend £170, but you can get a starter Japanese stone for about £20, or you can even, for as little, just today I bought a £4.50 diamond sharpening set. It won't create as good results as this, but you probably won't be able to shave with the resulting blade. But do you want to shave with your kitchen knives? I don't know. I'm a geek. I'm into that. Oh yeah, and then there's one other piece of equipment that you'll need to do a really good job. Anyway, you can do it without, is a tape measure, or even better, a steel rule, and that is to set the angle of the knife. So there's a couple more concepts that you'll have to understand before you start sharpening your stones, but I'll deal with those in some other videos. Just now, that's a taster of what you can achieve. So thank you very much for watching.